Most of us have our first taste of a tomato when it's in a sauce and tossed with pasta. So immediately we look at it as an Italian food. And it's true, the Italians have done remarkable things with tomatoes. But it's probably more American than apple pie. The tomato, that's right, originated in South America and Southern North America. When the Europeans came to the New Worlds, they eventually discovered the tomato wasn't poisonous and decided they could eat it. And then eventually it came back with them across the Atlantic to Europe, and that's where it got its foothold. So this first recipe is really paying tribute to both of those things. We're going to use some American heirloom tomatoes, cook it with some Italian flavors and Italian pasta. We're going to use these grape tomatoes for this sauce, and they're really going to work well for two reasons. Number one, they're small and cute, and they'll hold their shape really well. Number two, they are filled with delicious tomato juice, and when they hit the hot pan, they'll let go of that, just really making a fantastic sauce. We're going to need about 1.5 cups sliced in half. The perfect pairing for tomatoes, garlic, of course. When adding garlic to a hot pan, you've really got to be careful, because if we get to that burnt stage, that's bitter and a start over moment. But if we just get it where it's golden, it'll be delicious and really a mellow flavor. Fennel seeds will add just a fantastic background flavor. Red chili will really bring out some of that spiciness that's in garlic. Just as our garlic starts to brown, that's the moment where we want to add in our grape tomatoes. When it comes to using wines and sauces, it can seem a little bit complicated sometimes, but I try to keep it regional. So today we're going to use a beautiful Italian Chianti. We want about 1/4 of our liquid to reduce out. That's really going to intensify that tomato and wine flavor. And to do that, we're going to turn our temperature down to a simmer. Just as our pasta water comes to a boil, this is really an important moment. We're only going to have one opportunity to season our pasta before it's fully cooked, and this is it. So we're going to add a good amount of salt to our pasta water. Our penne is done and ready for our sauce. The last addition to our pasta is just going to be some finely sliced basil. You know, there are some pairings that were just meant to be, and pasta, tomatoes, and garlic are definitely one of those. For this next recipe, we're taking the tomato back to its roots in South America.